on thin ice. The lake, during wintertime, is a very special attraction. People from all over the island would come to the Skarloey Railway, take a train to the lake, and skate all day long. One day, Ivo Hugh was selected to take the ice skater special to the lake. He watched daydreamingly as some people did figure eights and pirouettes. He talked about it all day long. The other engines were getting tired of this and feeling very concerned about him. They became even more concerned when Ivo Hugh mentioned that he wished he could skate.
"Don't be silly, Ivo Hugh," said
Duke.
"Engines can't go skating," Skarloey huffed. "For one thing, engines can't move like people can, and for another, ice can't hold our weight."
"Pooh!" Ivo Hugh snorted. "That is because nobody has ever done it before."
"You wouldn't dare!"
"I will then. You'll see." Each time Ivo Hugh was chosen to take the special, he always asked his driver if he could go out on the ice, but he always had the same answer. No, what would the thing controller say? They took the matter to the thing controller. "This really is troublesome," he said. "If he takes that special again, he might be mad enough to do it." "How?" asked Mr. Hugh. "I don't know," the thing controller replied. "But I have heard that some of the bigger railways engines have done so in situations like this." Then he looked at Mr. Hugh with a look of concern on his face. "He'll figure out something, one way or another." So Duke ended up taking the train to the lake whenever it was Ivo Hugh's turn. Ivo Hugh noticed this, and he was very upset.
"The thing controller's just trying to do what's best for you,"
Skarloey said one day. Ivo Hugh frowned. "I don't care," he pouted. "I'm going to skate. Just you wait and see." Ivo Hugh tried everything he could to get to the lake, but they proved futile. Finally, he decided to give up. That was until one day. A week later, the thing controller came to see Ivo Hugh. "I need you to take a train of supplies to Lakeside Station," he said. "But be careful, the line is pretty slippery."
"Yes, sir,"
Ivo Hugh replied.
"At last," he thought, "I can finally try to skate."
Ivo Hugh had to push the train to Lakeside, and it was very heavy. But Ivo Hugh didn't care. He was just glad that he was going to the lake. While he was thinking about how he was going to get onto the frozen lake, he wasn't paying any attention to his speed. He rattled through the junction and onto the loop. He didn't even see the guard on duty frantically waving an amber lamp. He didn't realize his mistake until his driver tried to apply the brakes. Ivo Hugh's wheels slipped as they tried to grip the rails. "Oh no!" he cried. "Help! Help!" The guard on duty quickly called ahead to Lakeside Station. The station master soon got the call. He ran outside and threw the switch to the runaway siding just in time. Ivo Hugh slid through the station, whistling frantically. Beep! 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 He swerved into the siding with his brakes screeching loudly. His truck smashed through the buffers, went down the embankment, and slid onto the lake. Ivo Hugh managed not to fall down the embankment, but instead teetered. Then he heard a loud crack. He looked in horror as he saw the ice beneath his runaway trucks break apart and then sink into the gaping hole. "Goodness gracious!" he exclaimed. "If I didn't stop in time, that could have been..." He didn't need to say any more. Rusty was soon there with a rescue team, and they heaved Ivo Hugh back onto the rails. They also managed to recover the sunken trucks, but the supplies were either ruined or lost. After Rusty brought him back to the sheds, Ivo Hugh spoke to the engines. "I'm sorry I've been so cocky lately," he said. "I guess you're right. Engines can't go skating."
"I'm glad you finally see it,"
replied Duke. "Yes," replied Ivo Hugh, and then he chuckled. "I guess you could say that I was treading on thin ice." All the engines laughed at Ivo Hugh's small joke. but they all knew that this was all too true. Now, Ivo Hugh was back doing the ice skater special, and he was much more careful going along the loop. Even though he still wanted to skate, Ivo Hugh felt much safer watching somebody else do it.